Good morning, Pioneers. My name is Connor Morrison.
And I'm Justice Sullivan. Welcome to The Grit.
Boys basketball took down the Lancaster Golden Gales on Sunday. The Nears breezed past the competition with a 74-19 score. They also played Cincinnati Sycamore last night and came away with a 67-32 win, breaking the three-point record in a single OHSAA game. The boys look to continue their run on Saturday playing Groveport Madison.
So I don't know if you saw, but it was just raining threes. I mean, they had 16, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it is the record of any state tournament game. And this is leading up to this is the regional semifinals. Now they're going on to play in the regional finals against Groveport Madison, which they're coming off of a big win against Delaware Hayes a couple days ago, and then they just won a tough one against another school, and they only won by 3. They're a gritty team. So I think it's going to be an interesting matchup for the Pioneers. They've breezed past the competition so far. I mean, the first 2 games they could have only scored in the first quarter and they still would have won the game. Like that's how bad they're beating these guys. So this is the first game. The last game was the last one that it wasn't as easy, but it's still They still doubled their score. So Pioneers looking dangerous, and definitely this is their best chance to make the states. Yeah,
I agree, and it's like breaking the 3-point record in an OHSAA game. It really speaks to how they can win in so many different ways. When we've called a couple of the games, not really a lot of threes are made. Maybe a few, definitely not 16 or any crazy number like that. So they just have so many abilities to win, so many star players coming off the benches. They've got great players as well. So yeah, I think they're really poised to make a great run. Obviously, Kalo and the team, after falling just short last year, they've got their sights set on it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. The boys wrestling team placed ninth out of 49 at the district tournament hosted by Hilliard Darby. 6 wrestlers won their individual events, with only Gavin Gaylor and Jacob Slack qualifying for states. Gaylor placed second at the 215 pounds, and Slack placed third at 190 pounds. Now it's over to Alex with an interview with Gavin Gaylor and how he's feeling leading up to the state tournament.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to The Grit. First of all, congratulations on qualifying for the state tournament.
Thank you.
So, going into the state tournament, what are you most excited about at competing there?
Honestly, I'm just excited to get to wrestle these upper-level competition guys and some new guys that I haven't seen all year. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing some of my friends.
And how has this season with the team felt different from past years?
We feel a lot more like a team. So we've been working a lot on culture, and then also just being more of a cohesive unit. So that's been a lot more fun with every guy like caring about the success overall.
And during the season, what has been your favorite takedown move to perform during a match?
I've liked basically just a normal high crotch from neutral. It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
And how has Orange been able to adapt to change this season, especially having 2 state qualifiers after ending up with none last year?
We've focused a lot more on simple technique, and then the new strength program instituted by Coach Hipsher has, I feel like, really propelled the team forward in both just being stronger and then also the wrestling capabilities of the team.
And now, going into the state championship, what is your mindset going into your final few matches as a Pioneer?
Let's end off strong and not let anyone determine when my season ends.
All right, thank you and good luck at the states.
Thank you
now,
so much.
Back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. And this boys wrestling team is definitely on the up and up. Last year, Alex mentioned they had 0 state qualifiers. Now they have 2. And 2 really good ones, Gavin Gaylor and Jacob Slack, both great wrestlers at different weight levels. So yeah, this team's doing really well. Obviously, we heard a bit about some of the reasons why, as far as strength training, just more unity in the team. So it's great things to hear from them.
Yeah, for sure, and it's great to hear the mentality piece, which we've actually seen a lot in a lot of different teams, not just wrestling, but but wrestling included. But like the basketball team, they talked about it. It seems like that's a really big, important piece of success in high school sports, and I think it's great to see that the culture's shifting in a positive way, and it's great to see 2 state qualifiers, and I'm really interested to see how they do.
Yeah, absolutely, and like talking about unity for all the different teams, that's one of the things, like you said, it's come up in almost all interviews we've done. Kalo's talked about it. Gavin Gaylor talked about it. Other coaches we've had on the show, or maybe on a podcast, or maybe that we've interviewed ahead of calling a game for football or basketball or something. All of it's about unity. I think that's a great thing for Orange to kind of adopt as one of their key principles as far as athletics, is playing as a team, not really focusing on individual success.
Yeah. Gymnastics state was this past weekend at Hillier Bradley. Macy Medley and Bridget Reagan were the pioneer gymnasts that competed. Macy earned all state honors by placing 9th all around.
The girls wrestling team won the district tournament, and 7 wrestlers qualified for states. 5 girls were district champions, with Lexi Riley placing 2nd and Chloe Thompson placing 3rd to round out the 7 wrestlers heading to states. Now, let's throw it back over to Alex for an interview with Bella Indigma Mbappe.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to the Grit, Bella. First of all, congratulations on qualifying for the state tournament.
Thank you so much.
What are you most excited about going into the state tournament as a pioneer?
Honestly, just being able to go with the team. I transferred in this year, so just being able to support everyone and have people in my corner at all times is really what I'm looking forward to. And
in middle school, you were on Olentangy Fire. How do you feel that those experiences wrestling in middle school have helped you?
I think it made me stick with the sport. I remember my coach really was a pivotal point in wanting me to pursue this in college and here.
And since obviously the Orange Girls Wrestling team is top 5 in the nation, how has that kind of set the bar for expectations that you guys have going into every season?
Everyone keeps each other accountable, making sure everyone's working hard. We all try to be a leader in the room, and I think that really is our success.
And who would you say is your biggest competitor in the tournament this weekend?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't even look at any of it. It's just me and whoever I step out on.
And what would be your mindset going into some of these matches? Obviously, it'll be against very good wrestlers. Mm-hmm. How do you feel that you can overcome that and just perform really well at states?
Honestly, just focusing on my wrestling, knowing what I do best, and performing it when it happens with the lights on.
And then while you're performing, what would be your favorite takedown move that you would use during a match?
Probably a double leg, just basic from neutral.
All right, thank you, and congrats again for qualifying into states.
Thank you.
Now, back to the desk.
Thank you again, Alex. That's the last we'll hear from him today. Again, this girls wrestling team, we've talked about them a lot in the past couple shows. Top 5 in the nation, top 1 in the state. This is what it all comes down to. We know that Nicola he's on one this week. He's ready for this tournament.
He is fired up, and you love to see it. He is fired up. I mean, it's great to see it. I'm super excited to see how they do, just as much as the boys. It's going to be super exciting to see how these 7 girls wrestlers. We know how they did last year. Getting to wrestle in the Schottenstein, that's where they're going, is super cool in my opinion. Would love to see it. And they got a ton of state qualifiers again, a bunch of district champions again, and Bella's just one of them, one of the most talented girls wrestlers, and it's just crazy how many great wrestlers they have on that team. I mean, Nicola's building a dynasty. I mean, it's like the Golden State Warriors 2017, 2018 team, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, switch it out for Kenzie Carter, Lacey Nick, and Bella Mbappe. That's what we're talking about right now.
And more.
Yeah. And that's only half the team. That's only part of the team. We're not even talking about Lydia Henrik. That's like Draymond Green, but better, because this team is elite. They're dangerous, and they're looking for blood. I know Nicola is. He is hyped.
They are. They're hyped. Team's hyped. We're hyped for them. It's going to be great. Yeah, like you said, competing at the Schottenstein for both boys and girls state tournament. That's obviously a super awesome atmosphere to be in. So many spectators from all around Ohio that are going to be there watching. I know that, yeah, like you said, Nicola is excited for it. Boys wrestling team is excited for it. So it's going to be fun, and hopefully they do well this weekend. That's all for our show. Good luck to all our Pioneer athletes in tournament play this weekend. I'm Connor Morrison.
And I'm Joseph Kelvin. We'll see you next Friday right here on The Grit. And as always, roll Nears.